Tab Magic Millions race day just around the corner. I'm at early morning Trackwork to catch up with a few key participants. Ben Thompson at Trackwork on Monday morning with the Peter Geller Godus trained Recuperato, a filly headed towards the Guineas on Saturday.
Yeah, Paul, she feels like she settled in well. Trialled here last Monday and trialled great. Nice to sit on her again this morning and take her through her last bit of pace work before Saturday. So no, she feels really good. Looking forward to Saturday.
Barrier draws all important in this race. What are you hoping for?
It's somewhere middle to low. What does give you confidence is just how well the track played Saturday gone. Obviously, we're sitting here standing under overcast skies at the minute, which could change things around. But there's such competitive races as years have gone by and have showed us, and Friday night again. So I'd love to draw low and be conserving energy for the first 2/3 of the race.
Thanks, Ben. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Paul.
Matty Sears with Yellow Brick. Big night there on Saturday, and you're going to back him up this week.
Yeah, it was a great night. It was good to see him get the job done, and yeah, he will be backing up again on Saturday in the Gold Cup. We've got Ethan Brown booked to ride him, which would be great.
So we're at Trackwork here this morning. He's not working. What are you up to with him though this week?
Yeah, he's going to just things as per normal. He'll go to the beach on Wednesday. We'll give him a bit of fast work on Thursday and just keep him happy and comfortable heading into Saturday. And
you've got one of your stable sprinters, Steady Ready. He's going around in the snippets on Saturday.
Yeah, really looking forward to him stepping out. He had a great trial here since his first up run. He had a big spell, and I think he's almost back to his best.
And what's his plan for the week? Are you going to work him Tuesday morning?
Yeah, he'll work Tuesday, Thursday, and he'll head to the beach on Wednesday with Bricky. But it's going very well, and I'm looking forward to seeing them both at the races.
Well, it was a fun night here on Saturday night. Let's hope we have similar scenes on Saturday.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Thanks, Matty.
Thank you.
Michael Freedman has a big hand on Saturday's Tab Magic Millions race day. Ninja, the favourite for the 3-year-old Guineas, had his final piece of work on Monday morning. Were you happy?
Yeah, very. And Tommy was happy, I think, too. He was nice and relaxed out there and then just strode up a little bit the last 400, but he looked really good and came out of the work well.
Barriers important heading into Saturday. Are they as important for him?
Oh, they're always important. You'd sort of always like to draw a good gate, ideally, just so that you can sort of take as much bad luck out of the equation as possible. So I guess we'll find that out tomorrow at the barrier draw. But I think at this stage, the horse is in good nick. That's sort of what I was looking for this morning.
His win in the Vo Rogue had wow factor written all over it. What do you do from there to here to get him there?
Oh, look, it's just a matter of keeping him ticking over and keeping him happy. He's a very clean-winded horse, so he's not a horse that needs punishing with track work. He might have a little session at the beach later this week just to, as a mental freshen as much as anything. He seemed to enjoy that the other day before he ran. So it's really just keeping him happy and healthy.
What about Mystical, your filly going into the 2-year-old classic on Saturday? I noticed she worked this morning with the visors on.
Yeah, we trialled her here last Monday and Tommy rode her, and she sort of was just having a bit of a stargaze, which, can happen with young horses, particularly at a new venue like this, and they were out quite wide on the course proper. So we've gave her a little bit of trot and counter work in them late last week and put them on her for a bit of work this morning, and she really looked quite focused with them on. So having a chat to Tommy just then, I think we'll probably go with the visors for Saturday.
Okay, Mystical visors on Saturday in the 2-year-old. Now you've got Moravia back in work. I saw him do some work this morning. Where's he off to Saturday?
He ran a nice race first up in the Falvalon. He had been off the scene for quite a while, but it was a good solid run and he seems to have come on well. So I thought his work was quite good here this morning. He looked pretty keen and sort of finished it off pretty strongly. So he'll line up in the Magic Millions Cup, the 1400, Tyler Schiller riding. So I think when you've got these Magic Millions horses and there's such good prize money on offer, it's always very tempting just to have a shot at the stump, so to speak.
And Encoder, third consecutive second in the Tab Wave, and he's going to back up in the 2100.
Yeah, look, he's a terrific stayer. Lee's sort of knows him back to front, and he ran terrific here on Saturday. I thought 100 metres out we were going to hang on, but he just got bloused by that mare that seems to have his measure more often than not. But terrific stayer, and he obviously races well here at the Gold Coast, and it's a nice race for him on Saturday, so looking forward to it.
What do you do with him this week?
Just again, keep him happy and healthy. I mean, there's not much fitness-wise you can do, I don't believe, in sort of 7 days. So just keep him happy, and he might do a little bit of pace work Thursday, but that'd be about it.
We're all keen to see Ninja on Saturday. Best of luck.
Thanks, Paul.
Tommy Berry, final piece of track work for Ninja this morning, favourite for the 3-year-old Guineas. Everyone can't wait to see what he does. What sort of feel did he give you today?
Yeah, he gave me a nice feel. To be fair, it's the first time I've ever ridden him in work, but from what I've seen of him back home and to what I rode this morning, he's a lot more relaxed being up here in Queensland. And we always talk about the trip away being very good for younger horses, and I think that's going to be the making of him later on down the track. But I wouldn't say he's going any better than he was last start. He's a little bit fitter. I noticed that when I pulled up, but he put in a beautiful piece of work, and he's going every bit as good as he was when he won last weekend, and I'm pretty excited about the weekend coming forward.
What did Michael sort of want done on the track work today?
Yeah, it's just a tick-over piece of work, just to know that he's, as I said, going as well as he was last week. We didn't have to break any records with him, so we kept him pretty much covered up until the last 100, and when I pulled him out of a bit of cover, he exploded late, so it's exactly what we wanted to see. He had a nice little blow late, which is natural for him apparently, and he's pulled up really well from it, so yeah, I don't think barriers matter too much with him, but wouldn't want to draw too soft, just somewhere in the middle, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
The final thing is we're standing under overcast skies. They moved the track work forward one day in case we do get a bit of rain. Will it worry him if the rain comes?
No, he's obviously performed very well on wet tracks. I think he'll be more effective. He's got a lovely action. He just skips through the ground, and for him it wasn't a matter of whether he galloped on Monday or Tuesday. Michael said he's pretty much where we want him anyway, so it was just a tick over piece of work. So having to gallop him on Monday hasn't done any harm to him, and the more rain the better for him. So we can sleep pretty well on that forefront, but I've got to say the track's pulled up really well since the weekend as well. Obviously had 10 races on it and had a little bit of rain on it last night, but it felt like carpet riding on it this morning. So we're all roads lead to Saturday, looking very, very well.
That's the 3-year-old. The 2-year-old, you're on Mystical. Final piece of work for her this morning. She had the visors on. What sort of feel did she give? Yeah,
well, she's always been a very relaxed type, and we've seen that in her 2 races to date. So we wanted to see a little bit more from her this morning in her work, and I wouldn't say she was playing in a trial, but she was very laid back, and she had a good look around. So the visors were on this morning. She put in a very sharp gallop. So we couldn't have her in any better order going into the weekend. Whether she's good enough or not, we'll find out on Saturday. She'll handle the pressure of a big field and a strong gallop, and she'll be the one hitting the line nice and strong late. But whether the Gold Coast, being the tight track it is, and the 1200's just a little bit sharp for her, we'll have to wait and see.
Exciting day coming up regardless. Thanks for talking to us. Best of luck.
No, too easy. Cheers, mate.
Declan Maher, a couple of key workers for you this morning heading into the 2-year-old Classic. We have Tornado Valley, of course, going around with Unit 5. Were you happy?
Yeah, it was a nice piece of work. Look, they're fit 2-year-olds, haven't been up here that long. One had a trial last week, and Tornado Valley had a nice gallop here last Tuesday as well. They worked together. It's just a nice controlled bit of work. Sort of rolled up the last 600. Yeah, they both seem to be in good order.
Good to hear. What about barriers? The draw is going to be on during the week. Have you got anywhere you'd like to be with both of them?
I think on this track, obviously inside 6 would be the ideal, but that's just the nature of the beast. It's you've got to overcome those sorts of things. So but I said the horses seem to be in good order.
And what about weather? Do you mind if we get a bit of rain that's anticipated, but then again we mightn't get a lot? Are you fussy there?
Yeah, well, it seems like we're going to get some, but sort of later the week it sort of tends to dry out pretty quickly up here. So I'd say it's going to be a pretty nice track on Saturday.
That's what we'd like to hear. What about Earl of Antrim heading into the Country Cup?
Yeah, Earl of Bantry, he's heading to the Country Cup. He had a sort of missed a run at Warwick there a couple of weeks ago, and then we had to sort of late nom him and throw him in a race at Toowoomba on a week backup sort of thing. But he come through that run well. He just had a nice tick over gallop this morning, and he seems in a good order. So it's going to be an exciting day on Saturday, that's for sure.
Sure is. Good luck. Thanks very much.
Cheers, thanks.